Howdy folks, I am Ruzkiel and welcome back to Let's Play Zelda Ocarina of Time Randomizer. It is still May 19th, and in the last episode, we found the bow, which is good. It allows us some good progress in a couple of other dungeons. I ranted about my job a little bit, some more. Mourned the loss of Brawl BRSTM 3X's Nintendo library, and we got the bow, we got the mirror shield, so we're obviously completing the Spirit Temple here with Twin Rova. Oh, that sucks. And we'll see if the Forest Temple and the Fire Temple have anything to do after this. Ah, damn it! Twin Row is always such a pain in the ass. I should have. All right, good. So how's everyone doing? I never did ask that in the last one, I guess. I suppose it is the courteous thing to do. Please don't get me too bad. Alright, that's good. Hopefully so, since it's Sunday, it is before Memorial Day, so that's, I guess, what? So Memorial Day is where you, remember the people who gave their lives for America. You know, the armed forces who gave their lives for America. And veterans are the ones who, I guess, didn't, but, you know, still served. I don't know, you would think being the kid of a, this isn't gonna work. You think being the kid of a, military, someone who was in the military, I'd be a lot more in tune with it. But I don't know. It's maybe I'm unpatriotic. Maybe I'm ungrateful. I'd like to think that I'm not ungrateful. Does that make sense? I like to think that I'm not ungrateful. But sometimes it's hard to say that I'm super grateful. Like I said, I'm probably not the most patriotic person. Maybe it makes me a bad person. I don't know. But I don't know. It's just who I am. I mean, obviously, if it weren't for them, we wouldn't have a country, but at the same time, when these holidays were announced and included in our customs, is it the same kind of atmosphere and culture as it was when they were implemented? I don't know if I can say that for certain. Because I suppose the question is, what area? But what era do you think of when you think of terms like Memorial Day and Veterans Day? Do you think of more modern times, or do you think of times down to? Do you think times back to the Vietnam era, Korean War, World War II, World War I, that kind of stuff? Or do you... heck, you could probably go all the way back to... well, sorry for the aside, if we had the dialogue here, that song might actually be kind of appropriate. But back to my other point. Rupees, nice. So, this was a bit of a loss. But if we go back to my other point, I think part of what always gets to me is I think of the more modern times, which is definitely more of a I don't think people. I don't think I see the I see the types of people that get into and join the military now, and I don't think they're the same types as when people would volunteer for that kind of stuff during major events like World War II and World War II, the Korean War, Vietnam. Well, Vietnam was definitely a little more contentious in that regards, I suppose. But you know what? I don't have fire. I can't do that room anyway. So we're actually gonna leave here. I just now realized that I don't have fire, so doing that room might not be the smartest thing right now. So I have the Serenade of Water. Do I have any other songs? I do have the here we go. No. I do have the Minuet of Forest. Did I jump on this thing? I don't know if I did or not. I did not. It looks like they were bombs though, so that may not be the most important thing to get. But I think that's part of it. Is I think of the more modern stuff, and I've seen some of the more modern kind of people that join it, and I'm not as well when they go driving by in their souped up cars and their poor financial decisions, and it kind of I think that's what shakes the respect a little bit to sometimes. They're not the smart. Sometimes they're not the smartest people that get into it. what a great conversation to have. Good lord, it's not like I'm going to be able to just cut it all out. Maybe that should be something that I do in post. Just go back and post commentate with hardly anything at all. That might be for the better. Just silence the entire time. Oh man, I'm gonna catch all sorts of frickin' hell for that. Ooh, camera! You did not go the way I expected you to go. Whoops, sorry. I think I bumped the mic there. Had to scratch my nose. Ah, Navi. Don't need you right now. Oh, hey. Oh, Navi was wanting to tell me about the arrows painted on the ground, because after all, I couldn't tell. Wait. Did I go too far? I may have gone too far. Shoot. Can I just jump down from here? I cannot just jump down from here. So this should be a key. Yes. Alright. Back on track for completing the Forest Temple. And then after this, I may just go ahead and make the trek up to the Fire Temple. Because as it stands, I'm still kind of shy on medallions and spiritual stones that would really help with the progress. Surprisingly enough, so yeah, the Shadow Medallion doesn't help all that much. Okay, so, man, I wish I remembered how this twisty hallway worked. But it was because, going back to ZFG, man, one never realizes who might become a big influence on your thought process and stuff like that. But he really does know this. I want to go down, don't I? Yes. These would be nice. Oh. I don't even need to hit them with the shield. The Deku Nuts just stun them outright. How about that? Deku Nuts Deku Nuts are great! Oh my god. Ah, man. I knew I was starting to really like them beforehand with Jabu Jabu and stuff like that, but I'm starting to find out that they're just really awesome in general. I love it when you get them into a corner, because then all the hands spawn right near each other, and a spin attack just takes care of them all. It's such a nice way to take care of the floor masters. And there's our hover boots. Nice! See? The one item really shakes things loose for you. It's just a matter of eventually getting to said item. Now, unfortunately, the hover boots won't really do us much good in here. But on the plus side, let's see, what else? I'm trying to think of what else the hover boots will net us outside of being able to complete the Shadow Temple. Let's see here. I'm honestly not entirely sure. Let's see, the hallway is still untwisted. Gotta twist it in order to make our progress. And this should basically get us on a linear path to the end for the most part. I am glad that they kind of got rid of a lot of the mandatory Navi moments. Because I want to say the twisted hallway was a moment where Navi interrupts the flow of the game in order to say, hey, this hallway is twisted. Because after all, you can't tell. Let's see. I think what I want to do is that. Throw a nut, spawn it in, slash, throw a nut, spawn it in, slash, throw a nut, slash. Okay, yeah, that works. I saw this was an instance where I actually learned it from someone else, and ironically, I think it was actually a randomizer playthrough from Nintendo Capri Sun, of all things. So, for once, I actually saw it in kind of a casual playthrough. Come on, this hole in the middle upsets me. So it isn't just when they advance, you have to get them when they're getting ready to slice. Okay. Damn. I thought I had you. Come on. Come on. Damn! Alright. So, I mean, you still need to work on these guys sometimes. Damn. I thought I heard you sleep. And then you always get that slowdown regardless of what you do. Oh. Now, one thing I heard, but I haven't actually witnessed it myself, is if you don't get the second one down in time, that the first one will actually reform and you'll have to fight the first one again. I haven't actually seen it myself. It sounds believable enough, especially considering I know there are Zelda games where the Salfos will come back if you don't bomb their remains. But I don't know for certain if that is... I don't know if that's necessarily the case for this game. And, I mean, if anyone's actually had that happen to them, I would love to hear about it. Or at the very least, if I suppose one thing that was cool. I suppose one thing I could do is look it up online. Maybe see it on YouTube or something like that. That'd be interesting. Bring it up. Bring it up on this just to have it as just to have that out there. You know, using Deku Nuts to make them visible again is such a nice trick to know. It really does accelerate those fights. Unfortunately, it doesn't accelerate the fact that unfortunately, it doesn't accelerate it enough to get us to a good stopping point on this. So in the next one, we should be able to finish the Forest Temple in the next one. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Farewell.